Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Now, if you saw my video that I put out yesterday, you kind of knew this playthrough was coming. I really just wanted to start a new playthrough, well, kind of for a few months now, but with what was said recently in an interview with Bruce Neesmith and Pressbox PR, I figured that now would be a good time to do that. I don't know exactly where in the schedule we're going to put these playthroughs. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to not upload the Outer Worlds 2 this week, and we're going to move the Trails in the Sky first chapter to Wednesday and have Chrono Trigger on Friday. And then next week, well, maybe for a couple weeks, it'll be like normal. It'll be like Trails in the Sky and then Outer Worlds 2 and then Chrono Trigger. Until one of those is done. Well, I guess I should say until one of Trails in the Sky or the Outer Worlds 2 is done. I think Trails in the Sky is going to be the first one to go because I think we're going to be done with that here pretty soon. And I'll put Morrowind in that slot. And then when I'm done with the Outer Worlds 2, I'll move Morrowind to Wednesdays to be our Western RPG kind of deal. And then Mondays will be like a JRPG, which I haven't fully decided on yet. I'm kind of between Persona 5 Royale and one of the more recent Pokemon games, such as Pokemon Sword, because I haven't played through that before. Because it's also the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. But we'll see. I haven't fully decided yet, so we'll get around to that. But one thing is for sure is Morrowind is going to be like our next Western RPG that we're going to be playing through on the channel here. And not only that, this is going to be kind of open-ended. Like, Morrowind is a massive game with really no definitive end to it. The most... Well, golly, I don't even know. Because, like, you could do... Oh, I don't know. There really isn't much of an end. Because once you beat the main quest, the Tribunal questline kind of, in a way, picks up from where the main quest line ends off, and I don't know why my light turned off on me. That was kind of weird, but there really isn't a definitive end to Morrowind. So I figured that we would play this, and for now it can just be kind of like a every once in a while kind of a thing, and then it can be like a thing that we do once per week, until either we get to a point where we can like stop, or if there's like a different game that comes out that I want to play, like Fable comes out this year. For playing Morrowind up until when Fable comes out, maybe I'll play Fable and put Morrowind on the back burner and then pick it back up again at a later date. That's just kind of like how this series is going to go moving forward. But this is my number one favorite game of all time. As you can see, I'm wearing Morrowind's shirt. I never stop talking about it on the channel here. So I wanted to play like a new playthrough. And I've live streamed Tamriel Rebuilt and Morrowind Rebirth before, but they've been kind of all over the place. And so I figured we would just kind of like do like a back to basics kind of a thing, and play it with Morrowind Rebirth and Tamriel Rebuilt, and just kind of like follow a structure so that we don't really get lost. So if you want to play Morrowind for yourself, I've left links and details to the storefronts, at least all the storefronts that I can find for Morrowind. In addition to Morrowind Rebirth, Tamriel Rebuilt, and Tamriel Rebirth, which is a mod that I made for Morrowind that makes Morrowind Rebirth and Tamriel Rebuilt compatible with each other. So, I've left those down in the description below for you if you want to play the same experience that I'm playing. Otherwise, let's get started, shall we? New game. Each event is preceded by prophecy, but without the hero, there is no event. In the waning years of the Third Era of Tamriel, a prisoner born on a certain day to uncertain parents was sent under guard without explanation to Morrowind, ignorant of the role he was to play in that nation's history.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind, Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up.
I'm awake. I promise.
Stand up. There you go.
Hey, Gia.
You were dreaming.
Long time no see.
What's your name?
My name is Roz. Same as ever.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you.
Sorry, but I'm turning
I heard
subtitles
them
on.
say we reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
There we go.
Quiet.
Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Okay. Now, another thing that I did, wow, feels really smooth. Another thing that I did was I increased the base walking and run speed, like I said in the video before, because vanilla Morrowind walking and run speeds are like snail's pace. And while I don't want to essentially ruin the experience of having athletics or increasing my speed, I don't want to be crawling around toward the beginning of the game, you know?
Records don't show from where.
All right. What do I want to play as? You know, one thing I like to do, wow, that's a lot of skill bonuses. Oh, that's like long blade though. Do I want to use like heavy armor this playthrough? I don't even know, man. Yeah, I kind of do. You know, this is like essentially, even though I have played Morrowind in a live stream on this channel, as in, I think I was in Imperial, and it'll be kind of like a similar playthrough. And I have done a Morrowind Let's Play on this channel before, but it's gone now. I'll kind of be playing as if I'm like playing one of my main characters, and it's going to be like a kind of like a warrior, maybe with a little bit of a spell kind of deal. And so with Imperials, it's a pretty good idea. Speech is kind of a big deal in this. Mercantile is pretty good for, you know, pricing. Longblade is like my main weapon I use. I like Longblade. That's a little surprising. I'm surprised Imperials get a bonus to light armor and not heavy armor. I don't really use hand-to-hand or blunt weapons all that much, but, you know, it's a thing. So, yeah, fortify, okay. Yeah, and let's change our looks. I believe Tamriel Rebuilt adds some facial options. I don't know why someone would have the Imperial Dragon tattooed on their forehead 3 times. But we could pick one of these. Maybe I will. I actually kind of dig that one. I might come back to that. That's a little weird to me. That's not bad. Some of these are like Nordic looking. This is like a really old guy. Look at that. We could have a really old guy. That's interesting. Never seen one without the eye before. But yeah, I think those were added in Tamriel Rebuilt. They've added a lot of them. Oh, wow, that's kind of a crazy one. I don't even know what that symbol is. Okay, these are the base game, vanilla. Wait, I don't think that is. Is that? Maybe not. Wow, it looks like maybe they added a lot more than I thought they did. Wowee. Ha! We're still going. Okay, these are vanilla. For sure. Alright, so the one that I liked was pretty good. I think I might choose this one. What the heck? Changes my ears? Well, it's hair, I guess, but... that's not bad. I don't really like the earrings, though. It's not really my style. I just want it to match the beard. This does kind of match the beard. You know what? I kind of like that. Let's choose this.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me
Okay.
up to the office and they'll finish your release.
All right. Oh, I can't even go to my inventory yet. That's fine. All right, let's go inside.
Yes.
And here's
we've
Wes
been expecting
Johnson.
you.
What's up,
You'll
Wes?
have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
We're gonna create our own class. Yeah, we're probably gonna be combat. I think it'll be, well, one thing is for sure. Well, okay, agility is absolutely one. Your maximum fatigue and how much damage you can kill. Yeah, I guess strength is good. Do I want to be a blocker? Is that my thing, or did I want to do it like a use two-handed kind of deal? You know, I think I want to be a one-handed sword user. Like I said, I wanted to oh yeah, armor would be kind of good. All right, we're going to definitely for sure go long blade. Athletics would be kind of nice. I don't think I need heavy armor. I think I'll move that. Athletics. These are pretty good, because then I can repair my stuff. Long blade and block are like my two weapon choices. You know. And our minor skills, we'll go with speechcraft, mercantile, probably security. Do gotta break through some things. Let's say acrobatics. Let's see. Restoration. Seems kind of good. Would like to have a minor skill in restoration. Yeah. I think that's okay. I think we're gonna go with that. It's kind of
Very good.
It's kind of a playthrough I would actually do.
You were born under a certain sign.
All right.
And what would that be?
What would that sign be? What if I attack 10 points? What if I strength 10 points? Isn't there one that that's fortify health? And those are power. I mean, fortifying agility would be great. Because it fortifies agility 20 points, and like agility affects how much you hit something. It's like one of many factors that contribute to you hitting something. So having a bonus of 20 off the bat would be great. I might actually do the lever. Yeah, I don't really want to power. You know, I'm going to go with the lever, and we're going to see how that works.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp
Okay.
these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Yes, sir. Agility 60. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. I wish our restoration was a little higher, but I guess we'll have to use restoration in order to build it up. So, Besides that, I think we're good. If we really get stuck, we could also use Lover's Kiss, because it's a targeted paralysis. Let's do it!
Show your papers to the captain when you're ready to get your release fee.
All right. So yeah, agility, dodge and hit targets in melee. It does also affect maximum fatigue. We have a lot of fatigue.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celes Gradius.
Yes, sir. So one thing you may not know is, first of all, this is how much time I spent wandering, surviving, and occasionally blundering my way across the island of Ardenfell. I think this is a part of Morrowind Rebirth. Yeah, Grand Soul Gems, mining ore, gathering muck, both require the proper tools. Yeah, we need a miner's pick or a muck shovel. This is new, part of Morrowind Rebirth. Actually, I think this is new too. I think you actually could mine stuff without a pick before. I mean, I could be wrong. I can't remember. Demands the souls exceptionally. Yeah, constant effect. Yeah, these are just some Rebirth additions. Same amount of soul essence as their naturally occurring counterparts. Yeah. Illegal for Outlanders to own more than one property. Bent if you climb the ranks of various guilds. Valued members of the Mages Guild gain access to special magic platforms, allowing swift travel between guild locations. Okay. This is a quick way to end a conversation, often sooner than you'd like. Accumulating a high bounty will eventually attract the attention of bounty hunters, and they are rarely forgiving. So yeah, that's just one addition for Morrowind Rebirth. They even expanded on, like, just this starting area. Like, this person wasn't always here, which I kind of wish you would not, because they actually will consider you stealing if you... Oh, wait, where's the lockpick? There's a lockpick here. So, like, if I were to take this lockpick and do this. Boom. Take this gold. Now, if they were up here and they saw me take that, they would beat my ass. But, like I said in the video yesterday, there's a lot of books. A lot of books that you can read. Take some booze, because some quests require booze. And it's not like I'm not going to be able to buy booze later, but might as well just have it. Friskar, I don't think I've forgotten our wager. I want the dagger as sharp as a scamp's claw by morning. Alright. So yeah, and like this, that's locked, but... Yeah, this jail cell area wasn't here before. This person, yeah, you know, there's just a bunch of new stuff that they added with Morrowind Rebirth. Alright. So I have to... Oh, here's the map. Which I have this mod installed to where I can, like, zoom in and out. A lot of people use Open Morrowind. Open MW, or whatever you want to call it. I don't. I kind of use... Oh, I forget what it's called. I'll look it up and tell you next time. But, basically, it's different from Open Morrowind, but I can, like, customize the resolution if I want to, and, like, render distance and all of that. But I wanted to keep pretty much the base game's graphics, just with the ability of, like, seeing farther away with a bigger map and all that. But, yeah, we'll take this ring. It's my ring now. Hello, Celis Gravius. Yes. So basically, first, let me take your identification papers. Background is not important. This is what I meant before by you can ask about character's background. They'll tell you. I'm Celis Gravius, the Knight-Errant of the Morrowind Imperial Legion. If I ask him about Morrowind, I'm in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here, or why you were released from prison and shipped here. But the authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim VII himself, which we see in Oblivion. That's the same emperor as Oblivion. And I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you're a free man, but before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor. Okay, so the package came with the news of your arrival. You're to take it to Caius Casades in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius Casades. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you, and dispersal to your name. Cool! And that's essentially what we need to do. So now I open up the journal. This is my first journal entry. My orders are to go to the town of Balmora in Vardenfell district and report to a man named Caius Casades. To find out where he lives, I should ask him Balmora at the corner club called South Wall. When I find Caius Casades, I must give him a package of documents and wait for further orders. So, that is that. And now we're out, and basically, this is where we're given free reign. We can literally do whatever we want. We don't have to go to Balmora and find Caius. We don't have to do any of the main quests. We can go anywhere, do anything, which immediately caught my eye back when I first played this game in 2003. And I'm so excited to start this new adventure because there's so much to do, so much awesome stuff to do. And I can't wait. So, first things first is something that I do at the beginning of every Morrowind playthrough. I talk to Fargoth, talk about his ring, found your ring, here, take it. So, next thing I do is I go... Yeah, you see. And I'm running pretty fast right now because I don't have any armor on. So it's like, yeah, I can run really fast. But I'm weak to, you know, melee strikes and magic and whatever. But the next thing I do is I go to Ariel's trade house. I don't buy anything yet. But ooh, wow, this glass case is a Morrowind Rebirth thing. But anyways, I talked to this guy. We actually saw a note about Hriskar. He's the one who sharpened that dagger. You look like you could use a friend, Outlander. Perhaps I can be your friend. I'd like you to help me recover some gold. And this is talking about Fargoth, the guy who we gave that ring to. Apparently as a hiding place, for like money and a certain bit of goods. Let's see, we can usually keep some gold in our pockets just from the money the locals pay us for protection. But I know some of them are holding out on me, I should say. Especially that little fetcher Fargoth. He's come up light in the past couple of weeks when I've shaken him down. I know he's stashing it somewhere. I'd like you to find it. I'll definitely go and find it. So, since I already know what I'm doing, I'll pretty much just head straight there. But basically, Hriskar is like protection, and I don't know, he's kind of like the local town's mob, I guess. Provides protections at a price. But Fargoth's been holding out, and we gave him our ring, which, I mean, it could very well be his. But there's a way we can get it back with a little bit of extra starting cash. So we're kind of like going to screw over Fargoth, and we're also kind of going to screw over Hriskar. Oh, shit. Well, whatever. So, first things first, we're going to head upstairs here. Oh, cool. Some books, much like in Oblivion, and I think Skyrim too, well, yeah, in Skyrim too, not just maybe, but yeah, in Skyrim too, books can upgrade some of your skills. Now, when we're in the big, like, open world like this, it's obviously, it's kind of doing okay on the frame rate right now, but when we get to more densely populated areas, like maybe Balmora, Ebonheart, some places on the mainland, the frame rate might drop to like maybe like 40 or something like that, but that's just at the cost of being able to just look that far. Like, look at that. We're seeing the mainland from here. In Vanilla Morrowind, everything from, I think, that point, like from that point to like over there is like gone. You wouldn't see any of this. Now over there you could see Ministry of Truth, which is in Vivek, which is in the base game. But anyways, what we're doing about Fargoth right now is we are going to sleep. Well, not sleep. We're going to wait until nighttime. And Fargoth should be sneaking around, and we're going to see him sneaking around. Just got to wait. We'll see him here in a minute. Actually, maybe it's too early. There he is. That's what the sneaking animation looks like in Morrowind, by the way. You can see Fargoth right there where my crosshair is. Sneaking around. I've always found the sneaking animation in Morrowind to be kind of hilarious. But basically, the idea of the quest was to see where Fargoth is gone, and then retrace his footsteps to find his secret stash of gold and other stuff. Thing is, I already know where it is, but it doesn't have any of his stuff until he actually goes there to put it in. Which should be right about now. Yeah, that's where his stash is. He's putting it inside that tree stump. And once he's done, there we go. All right, so now we can leave. Now we can leave. And we're going to go ahead. Hey, Fargoth. Hollow tree stump. I'll take that ring. I'll take that Journeyman's lockpick. And I'll take that nice stack of 300 gold. So, that's kind of the first thing I like to do. Yeah, it's like the first thing I like to do in Morrowind, just to get a little bit of extra gold. So, now we can go back to Aril's trade house. I suppose we could wait. Well, no, I kind of want to... Okay, so I kind of want to do things a little bit differently this playthrough. All right. So, hello, Aril. First things first. Actually, do you have a spell that can heal? Here's a restore health. It's a little pricey, but you know what? I think I'm okay with that. I wonder if I can cast it. I hope I can. Otherwise, symbols are kind of hard to see, but it's kind of expensive. Anyways, yeah, we're looking at some armor. We like to wear heavy armor. Iron salad helm. What the heck is that? I'll take the iron shield. I don't want both helmets. I just want one. 342. I don't have that much. I also need a sword. That does bring down the cost a lot. Okay, we can get ourselves a sword now. He used to sell an iron saber, but he doesn't have that anymore. Okay, there's an iron longsword. Could use that for the time being. I do need a weapon for sure. I'm gonna take that iron longsword. I don't need both. And since we have a bit into mercantile, maybe we can get it down to like 285. No, maybe like 290. That's good. All right. Oh, there is a chance that this spell may not work. Yeah.
Where's that slave? Oh, not long ago.
Okay, yeah, there's a chance. Oh, I wish magic would regenerate. I may have to update that because as someone who's not a magic user, I feel like being able to get magicka back without needing to rest is, I mean, not super important, but kind of important. What an interesting helmet. Alright, so we just need pauldrons now, but basically we're ready. We need to make our way over to Balmora, which is this way. Now we could take the Silt Strider, which I think I can afford. Yeah, I can afford a Silt Strider to Balmora, but I don't want to. I would rather, I think this playthrough I would rather walk most places. But, oh wait, where's this door? There's supposed to be a door here. That's a bug. Or wait. Yeah, where's that door? There's supposed to be a door there. Yeah. I have noticed that Morrowind Rebirth kind of bugs some of the doors out. I may have to fix that. There were some fixes that I made to Morrowind Rebirth because sometimes some of the doors are just gone. Like, in fact, there might be some places in Balmora, or I know there's at least one that I had to fix in Balmora. So I may just have to fix that outside the video. But yeah, this Citadine outpost wasn't always here. There's a pawn shop here. Hold on. Oh, it's 6 a.m. What if I wait like 2 more hours? Yeah, it's unlocked now. Yeah, so you have a pawn shop. What do you have? Silver. Oh, there's a Nordic longsword, but it's a little bit too rich for my blood. Dragon scale. Yeah, bug shell armor. Yeah, I mean there's some nice stuff here. It's not bad. But I think I'm good. Thanks, Ramin. So wait, what's back here? Oh, that's where you sleep and stuff. That's fair. All right. Cool. All right, so let's move on, shall we? So we're making our way. This is actually a place where we're gonna come later. This is in Drano Ancestral Tomb. It's actually part of the main quest. There's a main quest in that tomb that we'll come back to. In fact, maybe even in the next episode. Is that a wild guar? I actually don't think it is. Yeah, it's not. I could kill it, but guars are cute. I don't care what anybody says. Guars are adorable. I'm actually going to zoom in a little on the map. Also, another thing I like to do is this might actually be well, this is definitely cheating, and it may I don't know, sour grape a few people, but I like to do that. It just puts all of the icons of the places on the map. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It just lets you know where pretty much all important places are, such as cities, certain structures or whatever. But really just major landmarks. Like down here is Narcissus, which I have another character in Narcissus, and this character will go there eventually, but look how far away it is. It's really far. But yeah, there's just a lot of places we could go. A lot of things to do. So. Oh, get that off the screen. I'll probably make the map just a little bit smaller. But yeah, Balmora's up here. And right here is Pelagiad. Which, I don't know. Let's take a peek inside. Let's visit. Hello.
Mathsera.
And this is what I mean. Look at all of the NPCs that are just walking around. It just feels like there's so much more. Okay. Not really much of a conversation could be had with this guy. But, like I said, it's not every single person, but it's nearly every single person we can talk to. Warrant for Harold Twofinger. I think this is a rebirth thing. I don't remember this. A Nord known as Harold Twofingers is wanted for the murder of an imperial tax collector in Caldera, a crime carried out with deliberate cruelty meant to serve as warning. Witnesses claim the killing was neither swift nor quiet, and that Harold fled before Legion patrols could respond. He was last seen in the area around Pelagiad, where travelers now speak in hushed tones of a lone figure watching the roads. Exercise extreme caution if traveling on your own, remain on the main roads, avoid isolated paths, and seek the protection of a town before nightfall. Interesting. I wonder who I could talk to about that. Hello. What about the latest rumors? Legion and Nessus. Is orcs mostly, but word is that they're recruiting for anyone over there. Huh. Pelagiad is a small place, just the halfway trade house, A couple of merchants, a few colonists, and Fort Pelagiad. Most of us are outlanders, colonists from the Empire, adventurers looking for our fortunes. To the west of town, roads lead southwest to Cédannine, south to Ebonheart, southeast through the Ascadian Isles to Vivec, and north to Balmora. We have no travel services, but walking is good exercise. True. God, you walk fast. Hired help. 200 gold, you can have my sword arm. I can't afford you. Yeah, maybe next time. Looking for someone in particular? And Gorl of Volkelgard is the boss. Is publican of the halfway trade house. Nobody else important I can think of. If you look for someone in jail, you need to look in the fort. Well, I'm not right now. Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, the Mages Guild, of course. And here's the fort. Well, besides that hired help poster.
Welcome. What?
Mabestian supplies. What do you have? It's a miner's pick. Worth 15 gold. Oh, there's a silver saber. A lot of weapons that are just not very long blade oriented. Yeah, pauldrons. A steel helm. Doesn't look like you do, though. Which is okay. You have one steel pauldron for the left side. A sapphire. That looks cool. Alright, well, I don't have anything else, so... Oh, and a right ebony pauldron. Interesting. Isn't that interesting? Alright. It almost makes me think if maybe there's like a person who has a quest in one of the taverns, you know? Hello, you come. Speak Ashland. Old elf, not so good speak. No. Oh, Anasi. We saw where Anasi's house was, but he's here and not in his house for some reason. Pelagiad. Food and beds, or both at the same time. Your choice. It's funny. What about rumors? Got the charter to exploit the... And not a native great house or local con. It's big fat bribes and friends in high places.
What is this about, Cyrodiil?
Guess this, some... Like the Imperials aren't a fan of local businesses, if you know what I mean. Hi! What do you think you're doing in here? Go away. Okay. Sorry. They're probably part of a quest or something. Well, either way, let's head towards Balmora. Hi. You are in common clothes. You're not a slave, are you? No, it doesn't look like it. Usually the slaves have... Whoa, relax, relax. Stop running. Usually slaves have, like, bracers. Like, slave bracers on. Well, I don't see this guy anywhere. But Balmora is this way. Comberry. Thank you kindly. Okay. I wonder where this wanted guy is. I wonder if he's up here. This place doesn't look very familiar to me. Olamusa. Olamusa. Alright. Oh, one thing is for sure. You gotta save very often.
greatly.
There we go. And that's Morrowind combat. Oh, that's not bad. It's good. It's a good heal spell.
You're growing weak.
Oh, damn, you hurt. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. God damn it. I'll take what I can and run. I don't think I can beat him right now. He's a heavy hitter. Whew. It's starting to get dark. Oh, should make our way over to Balmora. We'll come back for you. They say don't take any isolated roads, but I wonder if that's... Hey, it's a rat. They're easy pickings. Good way to get your skills up. There we go. All right. Hello. Oh, damn. Those things are tough. That's fine, though. That is A-okay. Don't fight the Netch. They're hurtful. There we go. That didn't happen last time. There we go. There's somebody up here. Doesn't look like a wanted guy, though. Hello. Have you seen a bandit nearby? He was a dark elf, a strong, dashing dark elf. Didn't harm me, though he did take my jewels. Oh, never mind the jewels. I just want to find the bandit again. He was charming. I must simply find him again. Nellis Onmar. A name that will stay on my lips for eternity. Perhaps you can find him. Please, I cannot live without knowing if he could ever love me. Okay. I'm sure you'll be able to find him. Mention something about having to head south, so I imagine he might be found in Pelagiad. Nellos Onmar. In Pelagiad? Okay. I wonder if he's like that way. But she said maybe in Pelagiad, so let's go back there. I feel like I've seen that name before. He might be in the tavern. Makes me think that maybe he is in the tavern. But let's give it a try, shall we? After all, we'll never know until we get there. Alright. By the way, I also think the music for Morrowind is, like, the best. Although, well, actually, I don't know. Oblivion music is actually pretty iconic, too.
How can I help you?
Is there a Nellos Onmar here? Yeah, that's you. You have what? How odd. She was a lovely young woman, but what would she want with a rogue like me? She is beautiful, though. Seems sweet. For the first time in my life, I actually felt a little remorse for robbing someone. I should see her again. Here, take this. Tell her you have a note from Nellos. I must see her again. I won't forget this. Okay.
Greetings.
I can do that. It's just a simple delivery, I guess. But, okay. Maybe she's going to have us escort her back to town. It is getting dark. It's getting dark, 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 and we can't have her roaming around there by herself. Don't attack the Netch. What unique-looking creatures. All right. Madame? Madame? I've come to assist. I found your lover. And he is very interested. We got a lever? Wonderful. I knew you. You know, you didn't have to do all this, and I really appreciate it. You should visit my friend, Emuset Brock in Tellarune. She's a wonderful person. I think you two would get along famously. Okay. She believes I would do well to meet this woman. I've seen stranger things happen in the past few days. Dude, this is day 2. But, oh well.
What do I owe this pleasure?
See, this is what I mean by you don't really know when a quest is over. Because it's like, do you go talk to this friend in Tellarune? And is that like another part of the quest? I don't know. I really don't know. Another little cave dungeon, though. Huh. Whoa, I was about to say, why can't I turn left? What does G do? I don't think G does anything. I think I want to make one of my controls so that quick save, I don't know, it can be like G or something. There. How long is that gonna last? I guess let's wait a minute. It should, yeah, it's wearing off right now. If you look in the bottom right, it is kind of hard to see, but if you look at the bottom right of the screen, you'll see, what the heck is going on? Down here are, like, my effects, like the effects that I have on me right now. Such as my Mooncalf for the lover, gives me 20 points in agility. It's just a passive effect I have. So, yeah, and there's like bad effects that can be here too, such as what I just had, a drain in strength. And when you see that effect fading away is when you know it's going to end. So, oh, there's a Nyx Hound in here. There we go, jeez. I'll take that. That's about it. It's about all I want from you. Oh, there's a few more Nyx Hounds. Come on, buddy. Yeah, come on. It's just to get him to run over to me so I don't have to go over there in front of his friend. Hiya! There we go. Okay. Wow, they've been feeding on rats and people. Still enemies nearby. Alright. Attack!
There is no escape.
I'm not worried about a guy who has no weapon.
You will die.
And go down.
You will die.
There you go. Take that gold. Give me that gold. Anything over here? Maybe more gold? Let's see. Yeah, there's a little more gold. Hmm. There's still enemies nearby, huh? Alright. Let's go back. A muffin. No effect. It doesn't taste good or anything? Hmm. Probably over here.
You Enwa! You Enwa!
Oh boy. There we go. Statistically, from the looks of my magic down here, I have like a 33% chance to cast this spell. So if you look, there's like, at the bottom left here, there's like a little red bar. It might be kind of hard to see. There's like a little red bar below this icon. That's my spell icon, and this is my weapon icon. But this is my spell icon, and there's like a little red bar underneath. And the more full that red bar is, the more success I'll have to cast that spell. Because you can fail to cast a spell if you're not good enough with it. And so right now that bar is about 33% filled. So that means I have about a 33% chance to successfully cast the spell. I don't know. I might sell that. Right now I'm just looting things that I think would be good to sell. Like, she had a sword that I think would... Well, actually, maybe not. Yeah, never mind. Actually, hold on. Give me that fat loot. Oh, it's trapped as well. And essentially, Morrowind's lockpicking system is, you just equip the lockpick and you have a however much chance, depending on your security skill, to unlock something. But this one is also trapped, so I'm saving before trying to open it, just to see what it is. Okay, so it's damaging me, but it's not that bad. So you can see it took a little bit of health away. Got some books. I don't remember which books increase your skills, so I just read all of them. But books also have value. Not a lot of value, but they have value. This one's also trapped. More locked chests, and more of them. Well, at least this one isn't trapped. That's weak. Oh, that's too complex. My security skill isn't high enough to open that. Oh, this one gave me one. I'll take that. Take that, and that. Might as well sleep. Alright. Well, that's just a fun little mini dungeon. It's 4 a.m. Let's continue on to Balmora, shall we? Actually, we should sleep until, like, at least 7. Because, like it said, the city gates close at night. So we wouldn't even be allowed in Balmora anyway. But, alright. Let's continue on our way. We're gonna... That area is, I don't really know how it's pronounced, but it's like Arcthand. I think that's how you pronounce it, Arcthand. But, that is also a main quest area. That and Andrano Ancestral Tomb back there are both very early main quest areas. That is Arcthand, right? Well, that is Moonmoth Legion Fort, but Arcthand is, like, just beyond it. That might not actually be Arcthand. That may be a... I'm pretty sure it is. I'm actually pretty sure it is, now that I'm getting a look at it. But yeah, they're very early main quest dungeons. Alright. Obviously, you have all these signs. Vivek, Pelagiad, Ghost Gate. Ghost Gate is kind of far. Ghost Gate's like way up here. Well, right there. Maybe not that far. Far enough. Balmora and Caldera. Caldera's up here. Caldera's like a mining town. All right. Sorry, I was taking a drink. There we go. Rats, Quama Forgers. Actually, I'm going the wrong way. But rats, Quama Forgers, and scarabs. No, scribs, not scarabs. Scribs are really good early game skill builders. Scribs are pretty weak, but they can paralyze you if they hit you. But they usually die in one hit with whatever weapon you have, really. So if you're facing a scrib, this might actually not be open yet. Maybe it is. Yeah. Okay, it's not normally here. But anyways, yeah, that's Moonmoth Legion Fort. There's quite a few Legion forts all around Morrowind. But anyways, Quama Foragers, rats, and scribs. Scribs usually die in one hit, but if you miss, there's a chance they could paralyze you temporarily. And, like, they don't hurt all that much. It's just kind of annoying. And there's Balmora. I think the weather is, like, foggy, because I know Morrowind has a pretty close render distance, but, like, I have a mod set up to where I should be able to see past that. So I think it's just foggy outside. Okay. And here we are. We're in Balmora. First things first, I actually want to see if... There's a place up here that was missing a door. It looks like they fixed it. Because I think it was that door. Or this door. I don't know. I know there was a door problem. But also there's this guy. I want to talk to this guy. Because I also downloaded a mod to get... or have the ability to buy... Oh, hey, yeah, this stuff. Like, there's fire-making materials. Oh, campfire kit. What's a bug lamp? Should be a bedroll. I don't know, but I kind of want that. I'll take that too. There should be a bedroll as well. That's a staff? Crazy. Wait, what? Oh, travel lantern. Fishing pole. Oh, yeah, there it is. Rolled up bedroll. I can afford that, but I also want to sell these books. You can take that and that. I don't use longbows. Well, actually, wait. Like I said, longbow might actually be useful to get enemies, like to solo them out. You know what I mean? Oh, but it does take off my shield. It's kind of stupid. All right. I think we're okay. I don't know what campfire kit. Whatever, it's fine. 5, 6, 7. How about that? Awesome. We made some money. So I do kind of want to see how this works. Oh, okay, so that's how that works. Then it goes back in your inventory. If I do this one...
There's someone watching me. I can tell.
And there's that. What does this do? Wait, what? What is this in my hand? What is that? That's pretty cool. But it only lasts so long. Okay, I kind of get it. But this seems to last forever. I wonder if this is like a rebirth thing. Because the mod I installed was specifically for the fire-making materials and the rolled-up bedroll. But, yeah, that's some stuff that I wanted. There's a well. That's not always there. Alright, so it said to go to the South Wall Corner Club. But the thing is, I already know where Caius Casades lives. So let's just go talk to him. Let's just go straight there. I think it's his house. Yeah. Caius, my man. What's up, Caius?
Greetings.
What do you mean you were told to report to Caius Casades? Anyways, you say your name is Roz, and you've been told to report to me and deliver a package. Perhaps you'll let me look at it? Of course. So it says here the Emperor wants me to make you a novice in the blades. That means you'll be following my orders. Are you ready to follow my orders? Yes. Good. Welcome to the service, Novice Roz. Now you belong to the Blades, where the Emperor's eyes and ears in the provinces. You can use my bed if you need to rest, but leave my personal stuff alone unless I say otherwise. If you like, you can improve your modest skills with our Blades trainers now. Or, if you're in a hurry, I can give you orders right away. But don't forget to visit the Blades trainers. Where are the Blades trainers? These Blades agents offer training. Not free, of course, but cheap for a fellow agent. Look for Rithleen, Tyre-Malin, and Nine Toes here in Balmora. In Caldera, see Surain Leorian. I don't know. In Aldrune, see Gildan. Shorvar Horsemouth lives in a hut west of Aldrune. And Elon the Scout can be found at Aril's trade house in Seda Neen. Oh. Well, we were just there. I also know of a few Blades trainers on the mainland if you ever find yourself there. Hey, this is additional dialogue from Tamriel Rebuilt. Idra Uvalin lives in Firewatch. You can find Aquilinius at the Ebon Tower in Old Ebonheart, which I love. And Dower has a house in Balfoyan. There may be other agents working on the mainland, but these are all you need to know about right now. Okay. Well, what are these orders? 200 gold. First thing, Pilgrim, you're new, and you look it. Here's 200 drakes. Go get yourself a decent weapon, or armor, or a spell. Second thing, you need a cover identity. Around here, freelance adventurer is a common profession. Sign on with the Fighters Guild or Mages Guild, or the Imperial Cult or Imperial Legion. Advance in the ranks, gain skill and experience, or go out on your own. Look for freelance work, or trouble. Then, when you're ready, come back and I'll have orders for you. Okay, so we could technically just talk to him again and start doing main quest stuff. What was... Oh, I did actually want to go find a restoration trainer because I feel like it'll be important for our restore health spell. Alright, training. 150 to get taught journeyman. Well, these three I don't really need. But I will say, if I do persuasion... Well, I don't want to do it to Caius. I want Caius to like me. That's kind of nice. Longblade's got it. Okay, that makes sense. Like I said, I like to read all the books, just to be sure. I actually want to do this. Oh, wait. No, I don't. No, I don't. Never mind. Restore hell. And then we'll put that. I actually kind of want to... Fuck. How do I put something in the hotkey again? Oh god, I don't remember. I don't remember how to hotkey things. I'll have to figure that out later. For now, let's actually talk to him and get these orders. We gotta go talk to Hasfat and Tabalus at the Balmora Fighters Guild. This is where we talk to him about, well, essentially getting information about why the Emperor sent us here. The Emperor said that there's a possibility that I might be the Nerevarine, which is, like, there's like a saint in Morrowind's, like, culture, and his name was Nerevar, and he took down Dagoth-Ur, and I may be Nerevar reborn, like reincarnated, and Nerevar reborn is like being is like reincarnated as an Outlander, and I'm an Outlander, and apparently I meet the criteria for the Nerevarine, so the Emperor sent me here, and now Caius Casades wants us to get information on what exactly the Nerevarine is. But also what the 6th house is, which is Dagoth-Ur's house, the House of Dagoth. Which is kind of like, it was like a house of Morrowind that was kind of like lost. Not like lost, but like they've been, I don't know, in a way extinct, I guess. But anyways. Can I get training for anybody? I'm happy to buy training. Not for destruction or anything, but maybe for restoration. I'm willing to pay. Yeah, there we go. 109. Boy, there's not much. Didn't go up that much, but we'll get more money and we'll come back. Because Sharn Grabmuzgob is actually somebody who we'll talk to about a main quest after we do our quest for Hasfat and Tabalus. But first things first, to the Balmora Fighters Guild. Actually, I want to go to the Alchemist or the Apothecary, whoever is actually available. Maybe we can get some Restore Health potions in the meantime. Yeah, Alchemist is fine. Trying to look at a symbol here. I don't see a lot of Restore Health potions. I don't really understand that. How can you not have... What the hell is this? I don't know. I don't know. But you suck. You don't have anything that I need. What is the scribbled scroll? What the hell is that? There's staves hanging up. That's cool. I almost stole that, though, on accident. I don't want any scrolls. I want potions. Potions! Maybe a trade house has them. Hello. No, you don't.
Fight well.
This is a trade house? Okay. Okay. This is hardly a trade house. It's more like a bar. Which is fine, but call it what it is. Maybe Ravir has something. Hello, Ravir. Nope. Maybe somebody at the Mages Guild has something. Has some potions. You're not gonna sell me anything. You don't have any potions. Maybe Sharn's got potions. You do. And you do have some health potions. You know, I'm willing to buy 5 of those. Really? How about now? There you go. I don't need calm berries. Okay. Okay, maybe I can figure out what the hotkey weapon is. F1? Which is here. Ah, okay, there we go. Inventory. Actually, let's do this. Restore health. Okay. So we got some health potions. Hi. Alright, Hasfat's down here. What's up, Hasfat? Good day, Roz. Are you here with Caius, huh? Caius wants information? Of course, there's a this for that involved. I require a favor first. Then I'll tell you what you want to know. There are Dwemer ruins nearby called Arcthand. I need you to run over there and find me a little cube with a circular design and some symbols on one side. It's called a Dwemer puzzle box. Bring me back the Dwemer puzzle box and I'll tell you what you want to know. Alright. I'll do that.
Head on.
Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Alright, let's do this. I'm moving out. Bye. Close the gate behind me. Alright, it's 3 p.m. Oh, let's get there. One equips the shield. That's right, okay. Let's do it. Man, it must just be like it's overcast. It must just be foggy. There's gonna be a guy across. There's gonna be a bridge. There's gonna be a guy across the bridge who, for some reason, hates us. But really, he's just protecting the ruins. He can summon a skeleton. I don't think he was always wearing that armor. Did you hit yourself with that? What are you doing? I'm trying to... I'm like preparing to dodge this, but he's shooting the floor. Oh, wow. They made him so much harder. He used to not wear that much armor. Huh. Alright, whatever. Ooh, but he's got the iron pauldrons that I need. Good thing I didn't buy them. I'll sell these. Oh, but I'm over encumbered. Yeah, it's all too heavy. That's 26 pounds. That's 20 pounds. So let's just get rid of that. 8. And that's like 16 on top of that. They don't even sell for that much. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine without them. Alright, I wonder how much... Oh, fucking cliff racers. Cliff racers are the goddamn worst. They're the worst. Alright, we're in Arkthan now. I wonder how much they changed the dungeon with Morrowind Rebirth. I think I've done this once, and I think they... Well, by once, I mean, like... By Morrowind Rebirth, I mean, I think I've gone through this dungeon in the Morrowind Rebirth mod, like, once or twice. So it's not that often. Okay. Although it doesn't look that... Oh, there's a fucking spider up here? There hasn't always been a spider. Oh boy.
Still, am I good or what?
This is pointless. Give in.
It's about time I had some fun.
Oh boy. There we go. Holy moly. You guys aren't easy. I'll take your gold. Is there anything over here? Oh, not bad. I'm not gonna take like the cogs or any of the heavy Dwemer equipment. Ooh, a logbook. Huh. Where we purchase several potions that restore strength, fatigue, and health. Okay. After finding some suitable flat surface, I will not return again to my log until the day is over. We intend to inspect and explore the whole of the Hall of Centrifuge, and any findings will be logged before supper. Hall of Centrifuge has been ravaged by smugglers and looters, and all we found in the past 12 hours is dust and debris and items dropped by beings that were certainly not of Dwemer origin. We shall have to go deeper tomorrow. Some strange sounds from below woke the crew, and what can only be explained as a breeze put out our night candles. Quite odd, but Robert Geddes, the science leader of the team, assures us it's only the result of the warm air we have generated meeting the cold of the lower levels. Shall I sleep with one eye open to be on the safe side? Oh, still I shall sleep with one eye open. Okay. Robert's explanation for the breeze is now skating on thin ice. Xavier Entz was sent deeper into the cells of Hollowland, where he came back shaking, telling me he had heard the same sounds and felt the breeze we had felt the night before. We are sure his description of something we saw was just his Nordic imagination running away with itself, or at least we hope so. There has been no repeat of Ensign's hysterics for the rest of today, and a haul of early Dwemer schematics have been found and carefully wrapped and logged for shipment. We will now settle down to supper and plan for tomorrow's deeper excavations. How much more is this? Oh, there's a lot. A little bit too much. Another corridor. It will be some time before we can resume plans. We all saw it. Without doubt, it was some sort of experimental Dwemer construct. Dwemer may have vanished, but this was their legacy, and it certainly lives on. Interesting. I'll take that. Just for funsies. Yeah. Oh, hey. I can unlock that. Come on. Come on. Wow, I used all 25 of those. Wow, now I don't have any more. That's actually crazy. Oh, that's so far back. I better quick save now. And the game crashed. I can't believe the game fucking crashed, dude. That is so far back. Huh. Well. Okay. You know, I think I will end this episode here, and then when we come back next time, that's so funny. We'll be back where we were. I will be back in Arkthand, pretty much exactly where we were at the beginning of the next episode. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I apologize for that weird thing that happened, but it's whatever. We'll get back to it. But if you look down in the description, you'll see links to my socials, such as my Twitter, which is where I post the most often. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all later. I'm awake, I promise.
Stand up. There you go.
Hey, Jib.
You were dreaming.
Long time no see.
Once you...
This is like a really old guy. Look at that. We could have a really old guy.
Yes,
And here's
we
Wes
can
Johnson.
continue.
What's
But
up,
you'll have
Wes?
to be recorded before.
Background is not important. This is what I meant before by you can ask about character's background. They'll tell you. But ooh. Wow, this glass case is a Morrowind Rebirth thing. Oh, cool. Some books, much like in Oblivion, and I think Skyrim too. Well, yeah, in Skyrim too, not just maybe, but yeah, in Skyrim too. Books can upgrade some of your skills. There he is. That's what the sneaking animation looks like in Morrowind, by the way. You can see Fargoth right there where my crosshair is. Sneaking around. Oh, I wish magic would regenerate. I may have to update that because as someone who's not a magic user, I feel like being able to get magicka back without needing to rest is, I mean, not super important, but kind of important. Oh, wait, where's this door? There's supposed to be a door here. That's a bug. Yeah, where's that door? There's supposed to be a door there. This is actually a place where we're going to come later. This is in Drano Ancestral Tomb. It's actually part of the main quest. There's a main quest in that tomb that we'll come back to. In fact, maybe even in the next episode. Also, another thing I like to do is this might actually be well, this is definitely cheating, and it may I don't know, sour grape a few people, but I like to do that. It just puts all of the icons of the places on the map. And this is what I mean. Look at all of the NPCs that are just walking around. It just feels like there's so much more. Oh, Anasi. We saw where Anasi's house was, but he's here and not in his house for some reason. You are in common clothes. You're not a slave, are you? No, it doesn't look like it. Usually the slaves have... Whoa, relax, relax. Stop running. Usually slaves have, like, bracers. Like slave bracers on. There we go. And that's Morrowind combat. I'll take what I can and run. I don't think I can beat him right now. He's a heavy hitter. Oh, damn. Those things are tough. That's fine, though.
How can I help you?
Is there a Nelos Onmar here? Yeah, that's you. Madame. Madame. I've come to assist. I found your lover. I've seen stranger things happen in the past few days. Dude, this is day 2. But, oh well.
What do I owe this pleasure?
See, this is what I mean by you don't really know when a quest is over. Because it's like, do you go talk to this friend in Tel Arun? And is that like another part of the quest? I don't know. I really don't know. So. Oh, there's a Nyx Hound in here. And go down. There you go. 4 a.m. Let's continue on to Balmora, shall... Actually, we should sleep until, like, at least 7. Because, like it said, the city gates close at night. So we wouldn't even be allowed in Balmora anyway. Obviously, you have all these signs. Vivek, Pelagiad, Ghost... Well, Ghost Gate. Ghost Gate is kind of far. But Ghost Gate's, like, way up here. Well, right there. Maybe not that far. Far enough. Anyways, Quama foragers, rats, and scribs. Scribs usually die in one hit, but if you miss, there's a chance they could paralyze you temporarily. And, like, they don't hurt all that much. It's just kind of annoying. What does this do? Wait, what? What is this in my hand? What is that? Caius, my man. What's up, Caius? I'm trying to... I'm like preparing to dodge this, but he's shooting the floor. Although it doesn't look that... Oh, there's a fucking spider up here? There hasn't always been a spider. Come on. Come on. Wow, I used all 25 of those. Wow, now I don't have any more. That's actually crazy.